It's week 2 of the NFL, and the spotlight is on Najee Harris. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Steelers and the Aviators, just ahead on EA Sports.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Aviators of Orlando taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Throwing to start the drive. Rich. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Rich. He finds his man, complete. That's Webster. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this Steeler defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On first and 10, Rich. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
It did. The surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They'll look to throw again, and he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Back to throw again. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Here's White. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. To throw on second down. Rich. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Aviators will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now in the NFL under center.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 23. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. When you look at this defense, they find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what, 3rd down. All you're thinking is, what can we do to keep this drive going to get enough yardage to move the sticks? You're certainly not thinking about taking this one almost the length of the field, but that's exactly what happens here. What a play, and what a change of fortunes.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Pickett. And he will find his man on the outside. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. It's now 3rd and goal. Pickett. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Brings up 4th and goal. And his kick here is good. And they're on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Play action. Rich going up top. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On second down, they'll run with White. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
3rd and 9 here.
Back to throw. Rich. And that is incomplete. And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down per minute and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. Bust through the tackle. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right.
Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. It's a gain of 35. As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Now a first down throw complete downfield. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8. Back to throw. Pickett.
Flushed out right.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers.
A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Orlando takes back over on offense. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for White a week ago. 21 carries, 106 yardage-wise, and the score as well. So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team. To throw on second down, Rich.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 12 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown. So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Off play action. Pickett. He's got this to Pickens. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31. Pickett will look to throw it here. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Freiermuth, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Orlando takes back over on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quickly because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now it's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. A gain there of 21 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard.
Just need a... Second and 1. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Webster. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down. Rich, touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Aviators have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Pickett now from the gun here. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Steelers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets your point in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll throw again with Pickett. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Steelers' first down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2. Looking to throw, Pickett. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Harris. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll try to run with Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Pickett now, 3rd and goal. Got his man, it's caught. For a Steelers touchdown. From 30 yards out, as these guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Orlando takes back over on offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Rich. Over the middle, complete. That's Webster. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Throwing on first down. Rich. He'll get that out to the flat to right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 more yards there and another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Rich. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Rich. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
22-yard line.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive. Rich.
The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
2nd and 10.
To throw again. Rich. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
McPherson's kick is good.
And this is back down to a 7-point game.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we reach halftime here in the Steel City.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
He'll buy some time right.
That'll be complete to Stevenson.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Pickett.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Pickett right back to the air again.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Pickett.
Uncorks one for Davis. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Pickett with a throw. That's caught by Pickens.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and 3.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Pickett. He'll look to throw it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Rich. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game. I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Pickett back to throw.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
Brings up 3rd and 16.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Taken right on the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Orlando takes back over on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Rich underneath, caught by the tight end Allen. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Blitz forthcoming as they look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
When they have a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 18. Harris will start the drive out. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Pickett sets up play action. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Off play action, Pickett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw, Pickett. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on 2nd and long. Pickett. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is going to have the Steelers first down, it would appear. Yes, he does by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2. Pickett going to bootleg it. Sliding out of the pocket. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's CD an important win here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Orlando takes back over on offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Throwing to start the drive. Rich. He finds his man, complete. It's Webster. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st down, Rich. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Richards. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting the field goal.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Back to throw. Rich. And a dump off to White. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Rich. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll start on the ground with Harris. Gotta figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Harris running straight ahead. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That has lots of load behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 13, 1:50 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. A pass there over the middle to start things out. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To throw on 2nd down. Rich. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Rich finding Allen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a dump off here complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Webster. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. That 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now.
what a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Steelers,